By failing to prepare, you are preparing to fail. You can do anything you set your mind to. Tell me, and I forget. Teach me, and I may remember. Involve me, and I learn. An investment in knowledge always pays the best interest. You may delay, but time will not. Energy and persistence conquer all things. Well done is better than well said. Never leave till tomorrow that which you can do today. Early to bed and early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. Either write something worth reading or do something worth writing. For every minute spent in organizing, an hour is earned. Time is money. There are two ways to increase your wealth: increase your means or decrease your wants. The best is to do both at the same time. Lost time is never found again. Genius is nothing but a greater aptitude for patience. The only thing that is more expensive than education is ignorance. One today is worth two tomorrows. Practice makes perfect. Change is the only constant in life. One's ability to adapt to those changes will determine your success in life. You will find the key to success under the alarm clock. He that can have patience can have what he will. When you are finished changing, you're finished. Work as if you were to live 1,000 years. Play as if you were to die tomorrow. Blessed is he who expects nothing, for he shall never be disappointed. Out of adversity comes opportunity. Diligence is the mother of good luck. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Justice will not be served until those who are unaffected are as outraged as those who are. If better is possible, good is not enough. Any society that would give up a little liberty to gain a little security will deserve neither and lose both. Never ruin an apology with an excuse. Do not fear mistakes. You will know failure. Continue to reach out. Instead of cursing the darkness, light a candle. Beware of little expenses. A small leak will sink a great ship. Many people die at 25 and aren't buried until they are 75. Do well by doing good. If you do tomorrow what you did today, you will get tomorrow what you got today. Love your enemies, for they tell you your faults. Eat to live, don't live to eat. I didn't fail the test. I just found 100 ways to do it wrong. He that is good for making excuses is seldom good for anything else. Life's biggest tragedy is that we get old too soon and wise too late. Being ignorant is not so much a shame as being unwilling to learn. Success is the residue of planning. Whatever is begun in anger ends in shame. When you're testing to see how deep water is, never use 2 feet. Speak ill of no man, but speak all the good you know of everybody. Never confuse motion with action. How few there are who have courage enough to own their faults, or resolution enough to mend them. We are all born ignorant, but one must work hard to remain stupid. A penny saved is a penny earned. It is the working man who is the happy man. It is the idle man who is the miserable man. Be at war with your vices, at peace with your neighbors, and let every new year find you a better man. Remember not only to say the right thing in the right place, but far more difficult still, to leave unsaid the wrong thing at the tempting moment. Little strokes fell great oaks. The heart of a fool is in his mouth, but the mouth of a wise man is in his heart. Dost thou love life? Then do not squander time, for that's the stuff life is made of. Contentment makes poor men rich. Discontent makes rich men poor. If you want something done, ask a busy person. It is the first responsibility of every citizen to question authority. Reading makes a full man, meditation a profound man, discourse a clear man. 13 virtues necessary for true success: temperance, silence, order, resolution, frugality, industry, sincerity, justice, moderation, cleanliness, tranquility, chastity, and humility. Those who surrender freedom for security will not have, nor do they deserve, either one. A friend in need is a friend indeed. Doing your best means never stop trying. Hide not your talents, they for use were made. What's a sundial in the shade? Fear God, and your enemies will fear you. Do not anticipate trouble or worry about what may never happen. Keep in the sunlight. A slip of the foot you may soon recover, but a slip of the tongue you may never get over. There will be plenty of time to sleep once you are dead. Keep your eyes wide open before marriage, half shut afterwards. While we may not be able to control all that happens to us, we can control what happens inside us. To find out a girl's faults, praise her to her girlfriends. Be slow in choosing a friend, slower in changing. No gains without pains. Money makes money, and the money that makes money makes more money. Happiness depends more on the inward disposition of mind than on outward circumstances. Who is wise? He that learns from everyone. Who is powerful? He that governs his passions. Who is rich? He that is content. Who is that? Nobody. If you would not be forgotten as soon as you are dead and rotten, either write things worth reading or do things worth writing. Happiness consists more in small conveniences or pleasures that occur every day than in great pieces of good fortune that happen but seldom to a man in the course of his life. Trouble knocked at the door, but hearing laughter, hurried away. A house is not a home unless it contains food and fire for the mind as well as the body. Humility makes great men twice honorable. If a man empties his purse into his head, no one can take it from him. The learned fool writes his nonsense in better language than the unlearned, but it is still nonsense. There was never a bad peace or a good war. The wise man draws more advantage from his enemies than the fool from his friends. The Constitution only guarantees the American people the right to pursue happiness. You have to catch it yourself. I wake up every morning at 9 and grab for the morning paper. Then I look at the obituary page. If my name is not on it, I get up. Diligence overcomes difficulties. Sloth makes them. Wish not so much to live long as to live well. Whoever would overthrow the liberty of a nation must begin by subduing the freeness of speech. A good conscience is a continual Christmas. I am what I am, and that's all that I am. And if I'm supposed to be somebody else, why do I look like me? Life is a kind of chess with struggle, competition, good and ill events. If a man could have half of his wishes, he would double his troubles. Believe none of what you hear and half of what you see. Silence is not always a sign of wisdom, but babbling is ever a mark of folly. 'Tis a great confidence in a friend to tell him your faults, greater to tell him his. When in doubt, don't. It is better to let 100 criminals go free than to imprison one innocent man. The best of all medicines is resting and fasting. The only certain things in life are death and taxes. Fear not death, for the sooner we die, the longer we shall be immortal. By improving yourself, the world is made better. Be not afraid of growing too slowly. Be afraid only of standing still. Watch the pennies, and the dollars will take care of themselves. An education is the investment with the greatest returns. A long life may not be good enough, but a good life is long enough. If all printers were determined not to print anything till they were sure it would offend nobody, there would be very little printed. Be civil to all, sociable to many, familiar with few, friend to one, enemy to none. Make yourself sheep, and the wolves will eat you. Speak little, do much. It takes many good deeds to build a good reputation, and only one bad one to lose it. A republic if you can keep it. There are three things extremely hard: steal, a diamond, and to know oneself. Common sense without education is better than education without common sense. Constant dropping wears away stones. The person who deserves most pity is a lonesome one on a rainy day who doesn't know how to read. The early morning has gold in its mouth. Many dishes, many diseases, many medicines, few cures. Anyone can complain, and they should have the right to, but if you want to see change, you must act. Actions speak louder than words. Don't complain about things, change things. Where liberty is, there is my country. We need a revolution every 200 years because all governments become stale and corrupt after 200 years. If passion drives you, let reason hold the reins. What I am to be, I am now becoming. Idle hands are the devil's playthings. If Jack's in love, he's no judge of Jill's beauty. Common sense is something that everyone needs, few have, and none think they lack. The problem with doing nothing is not knowing when you're finished. For the best return on your money, pour your purse into your head. The borrower is slave to the lender, and the debtor to the creditor. Guests, like fish, begin to smell after 3 days. Nothing but money is sweeter than honey. When you are good to others, you are best to yourself. A spoonful of honey will catch more flies than a gallon of vinegar. God heals, and the doctor takes the fees. The best investment is in the tools of one's own trade.